Well, how y'all are? It's your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on my ongoing series 8. I got this old used gun. The old used gun today that I have is actually a new gun. This is a 1911 by Rock Island. This is a 1911 in 9mm with the enhanced features that Rock Island Armory now has. Now, I remember Rock Island Armory 15 years ago, and they were junk, buddy. That's all there was to it. The original family that was behind the old Squires Bingham Company and so forth, they got involved in it again, and they decided to bring Rock Island Armory out of where they were of making cheap department store shotguns and cheap examples of the 1911 into the 20th and the 20th century. And they've done a real good job with the new 1911s that they've got in the last few years. If you like a 1911 or your buddy's got a 1911, you're thinking about buying a 1911, the Rock Island line is probably a pretty good 1911 to consider. Most of the time you find the base model gun somewhere around $400, and you find these guys somewhere around $450. This is enhanced. It has fiber optic front sight on it. It has a guide rod configuration in it. It has a lot better barrel than the old ones used to have in them. You've got adjustable rear sights on this one. Extended beaver tail, skeletonized hammer. This one has a, I believe you call it micarta style grip on it, which has texturing on it that is in opposing directions. For instance, it's got a pebble finish here, cuts going in this direction and cuts going in the other direction with a different texture on it. Your grip safety is beveled and extended. You've got a scallop here for your magazine release. You got a magwell extension on it, funnel they call it, to help you get the magazine in there a little quicker. And it's in 9mm parabellum with a 10-round magazine. And this magazine is actually made by Metal Force, which is the magazines that I have with my Paraordnance LTC. This is a very outstanding gun, and we're going to shoot it here a little bit and see how it shoots. Put about 10-round magazine in there, run one up in it, come over here, sit it up there, and take aim at a 3/4 size chest center AR 500 target at 25 yards and see if we can hit anything with it. Struck front sight, and it has really nice sights on it. The front, of course, is fiber optic, and it has 2 white dots on either side of the rear, so it's super easy to line up. And it's got a really nice crisp trigger in it. That's a hit, boys and girls. One doesn't chime real well. Let's get over here on this one, which is the 12-inch square AR 500 plate at 25 yards. Yeah. It's an inch thick. It doesn't chime at all. My other one that was hanging up there, somebody was nice enough to shoot it down today with a 9mm subgun. There we go. This gun's a real pleasure to shoot. Magazine drops clean. Nice gun. Let's run about 10 more through it. This gun is really nice, as opposed to the previous gun. As opposed to the previous gun, which was a complete failure. Nice. Sweet. Good shooting gun. Dang, that gun shoots straight. Right out of the box. Perfect, exemplary accuracy right out of the box. Like I said, back in the day, the Rock Island name wasn't much. But today, the Rock Island name means something. Rock Island guns are just outstanding. You know, I've got a $750 1911. I've got one that's probably worth $1,500 that I paid $179 for in 1974. I've had about every kind of 1911 you can have. I've got one of these, or not this exact gun, but I have a Rock Island. And these Rock Island line is now an outstanding line. Back in the day, there weren't so much, and they got a bad reputation for it. But they have worked very hard to improve their line and bring the quality of their product up where it needs to be. And they not only brought it up where it needed to be, but I feel like they have surpassed what they needed to have on a under $500 1911. These are simply outstanding, wonderful shooting, nicely appointed guns. Just, you know, this has got all the features on it. It's an entry-level gun. This gun has all the features of a $2,000 one at $500 and less. So that's about the size of that. Can't think of any more you can say about it. It just has wonderful features on it, and the gun shoots really good. All right then. Hey, I appreciate y'all liking, subscribing, sharing, you know, and talking about my videos, and sending me comments and so forth. It really means a lot to me. I can't respond to all of them. I'm getting them rolled in so quick, and my YouTube channel handle and my email is the same, and people send me as many emails as they do replies to my comments on my videos. So that thing's jammed up, and the other thing's jammed up, and I'm trying to work for an agency in criminal justice, and trying to work at a gun shop, and trying to manage a farm, and trying to do these videos, and sometimes I don't get around to people, but that don't mean I don't appreciate your comment, and I don't appreciate your subscription. And thank you very much. And I have a ball doing it, and I really enjoy doing it. All right then, boys and girls. We'll see you next time on my ongoing series, Hey, I Got This Old Used Gun. We'll see y'all.